Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Okay, so what did you Cancer readings? I did shuffle the deck. The intent of energy in there, but I'm gonna shuffle again. All right, Cancer. Got that full moon and Scorpio eclipse coming on. See what's up for my fellow water signs. Just say Pisces. What's up, Cancer? What up, witches? How goes it? How you feeling? Rolling with these lovely little death punches. All right, ready, set, grow. Ooh, High Priestess in reverse. Ace of Cups in the upright. 4 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Wands. In the roots of your read, you have the 8 of the Wands, the Strength card, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Short, sweet, to the point. You feel like you're out of your intuition here. Your Ace of Cups, though. I don't see the Ace of Cups as like opportunity. Ace of Cups is your emotional waters for me. You are keeping that sovereign here because you're saying no to all the other outside cups of emotional BS here. And you are, because I feel like you're going through it here. Let's get the High Priestess. You have your own cup. You don't need anybody else's. I feel like you're just at odds with yourself here. Maybe in a mental way because there's no swords here. You're out of your intuition. You need your swords to be in the High Priestess mode. The High Priestess is the swords and cups coming together. Okay. 8 of Cups in the upright, walking away. Father of Cups in reverse. Mother of Cups in the upright. The Moon card in reverse. And the Daughter of Cups. Top it all off. You are just Cuppy McCupperton. Okay. I'm going to sound like a broken record. Okay. Breathe. Get into your breath work. That brings the mental clarity. If you can breathe, all the way into the bottom of your diaphragm, put your what do you call it? Put your hands on below your belly button. And when you breathe, it should be out. I can't get that into the shot right now. But right when you have that instinct of like, I can't get any fuller, force it, all of it out. Do that for about 3 breaths. All the way in as deep as you can and all the way out. All the way. Like, pretend like you're underwater and like you're like, I have no more. That kind of sensation. That is going to start cycling some fresh air to the noggin, which in turn will bring you in some mental clarity here. So the emotional aspects of your being doesn't feel so overwhelming. Now, I'm not saying that's going to negate your feelings, thoughts, and emotions here, but it is going to bring you into a state of calm. If you are breathing correctly, you cannot be in a state of panic and anxiety. Learn how to breathe, my loves. Learn how to breathe. I just put a link out to Terry Peterson's website, The Connection. theconnectingtospirit.com. So she's got some really great breath classes that'll get you back to breathing in the correct way. Because if you can get your mental faculties with these emotions that you're having right here, you got the Mother of Cups in the upright, which means you are standing in your authentic, nurturing, loving self. But you're not getting the cooperation you're seeking from the masculine energy. Now, this could be in your subconscious here. Your merging, your integration of your masculine and feminine just seems to be... So, this little immature creature here that keeps coming in to my reads this week. You're not the only one. It's offering some sort of insight. Now, you don't have to take it on, but it's good to have that different perspective as you move forward. Because either way, it's going to bring you mental clarity that this person has this perspective. So when I'm moving forward, I can take it into account. I don't have to act on that perspective's behalf, but I can honor it by recognizing it, seeing it, and understanding it. Does that make sense? So that might be what's causing your moon in reverse here. You're just like, I don't even want to know what's going on in my subconscious anymore. So you're getting to your own cup here. Let's get that clarified for Cancer. Maybe you're walking away from that toxic subconscious pattern of putting the masculine energy to the back burner. Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. Blasted value structures again. Get back to the earth, Cancer. You're the natural witches of the zodiac. Cancers like to know how things function in the material world, and that often means using those elements on an intuitive level to drive forward. If you can understand and assign meaning to all the things in your environment, you're going to be able to feel more empowered by creating your own environment. If you understand the magic, natural witches of the zodiac here, Cancer. If you can understand the magic and the meaning behind the objects in your surroundings, you can begin to develop a particular outcome of your desire instead of someone else's, or one that's going to get you into this state of being. Okay. So if you can fill your cup by understanding those material things in your environment, Page is pegging. Country folk. Little dude coming in, little girl coming in, saying, okay, I've done enough of the farming work, mommy and daddy, or I choose to come into the urban realms, the urban realms, and start seeing what I can do here. What can I offer and bring here? And you're like, ah! We don't have to take action on the messages, but we can take it into account and understand it. So if you can get a little bit more perspective here on this Pentacles and how it works and operates in the natural world, Cancer, you will begin to understand how your Cancer can turn into a Can-Seer. You feel me? Okay. Let's get the Four of Cups. Can-Seer. All right. There's Emperor. Yeah, you don't feel like you need to step into that anymore. Step into that taking everybody else's cup of emotional BS. But it does help to see. Can-Seer. Strength in reverse. Tango. You got that in your root system too. Okay, so you're starting to see the light. Look at, there's an eclipse. So something might be hidden from you here. That's interesting that this deck has that in it. As a Scorpio stellium, I get a little nervous. So the depletion here, you're beginning to see that, and that's why you're doing the Scorpio thing here by sitting under your own tree and being like, no thanks, I'm good. No thanks, I'm good. You're turning down all these. You're turning down the cups. You're turning down the Pentacles. You're like, no, because you understand that it depletes you, and I think you've gotten yourself to the point of depletion here because you're understanding that your subconscious now is coming up with all these crazy ass narratives that are not serving you any longer. Because you're like, well, I don't need to step into this nasty, toxic, masculine energy. I don't need to step into that. I feel like this is your subconscious trying to pair itself here, and you're walking away from the negative Nancy narratives. Ooh. I'm not going to argue with that. Okay. 5 of Wands for Can-Seer. Ooh, enlightenment. Okay, so oftentimes everybody's going to sugarcoat the enlightenment. Everybody needs to raise their frequency, energy, vibration, like do. Now, a lot of times this has to come along with some growth and expansion in areas that are really uncomfortable. And this enlightenment being come to fruition here has still left you with an agitated feeling. Because this might be the reality of the situation that you were perpetuating, and now you're walking away from it, but you're still a little bit angry about what you're coming up with in your desire realm. You're still battling in the desire realm. Like, what do I actually want to grow here? Where do I actually want to put roots down? Wands are tree whips. We call them whips in the gardening world, where they're cuttings from trees and you stick them in the dirt and they grow roots and form a whole nother tree. You are still battling with the desire of where you want to put your roots down, if that makes any sense. But you're coming to the point of enlightenment here where you're like, okay, this was not working. Something needs to give here. Hello, Scorpio, Eclipse, Full Moon. Love you. Okay. So this is not the time to take action. This is not the time to make any decisions. Mercury in retrograde. You get in your cave. Yeah. You huddle in and you're like, okay, where's a good book? You know, like maybe watch The Dark Crystal. I just put that up. Some integrative like visions there for you. A little bit of like internal program. So you can get that on a visual scale. But it's the devil. It is not the devil. If you know how to see things and understand them and translate them correctly, you can watch the most and be like, well, that's, you know, that's just categorized. Like, okay, well, this obviously stemmed from that, and that's the outcome, and this is not healthy, and If you can learn how to see those things, it's not going to affect you as much. Now, I'm not saying go out there and expose yourself to blah, but if you can learn how to see Can-Seer, it's not going to, like, navigate you into that emotional, okay? So maybe stop getting on the whatever the heck train this is. Find this train. Take all your pentacles, your cups, and all the other things off of that train. So whatever's telling you, like, toxic this and toxic that when it comes to masculine energies, take your and be like, you know, not everybody needs to function like that in the world. Some people do. It's their choice, you know, yeah. But that's not a blanket over everybody, okay? Okay. We like to think it is because we're told by everybody it is. But there's some lovely masculine energies out there. And they are also within you. So you don't need to step into that. Because oftentimes when we're given that paradigm of like, this is the only way to be masculine in the world, you have to step back and realize that's not even the definition of masculine. What are you doing right now? So understanding that, like, yeah, if you can see it and understand it and put it in the category that it belongs in, like total false light bullshit versus this feels real and authentic, I'm going to connect with that. You can start to, like, see some things. Can-Seer. Okay? And you're on the precipice here. You're frustrated and angry, and I'm not, we all get, and I'm sure there's people that are frustrated and angry and upset about this too. So understand that there's a truth to be had in every situation, no matter what it is. And if you can find that truth, Can-Seer, you're going to be able to grasp these subconscious waters that you are innately kind of developing, bubbling up. It's that's Can-Seerian. Love you. So they're just going to continue to bubble. So learn how to see it. Learn how to, like, behave and master those waves of emotions that come along with the little things that are bubbling up in your subconscious. Okay? You got this. It's your nostalgia. 8 of Wands. You're wanting to, like, send messages out and signal forward. But there's something in your past here that's like being like, did you want to look at that yet? Two of Wands. You have the world right in your hands. Got a choice here. The Hermit. I can't blame you there. Now, Can-Seer, I will tell you, do not get comfortable in that Hermit mode. I feel hypocritical saying that. I feel like I'm way too comfortable in my Hermit mode. But oftentimes, Can-Seers like to stay in that Hermit mode because on an emotional level here, you're dealing with a lot of cups, and the world doesn't take to cups as well as it needs to, or as well as it could. And so you tend to keep closed off. You keep like, you know what I mean? Back when you're setting the hair on fire. So, yes, take time to heal. Take time to see things correctly. I understand that. And yes, heal this part. Depleted, yeah, probably not the best idea to be out in the world at the moment. In fact, that's kind of the general consensus on the planet for everybody. Take some time. There it is, healing. There's your star, baby. Okay. So using this time and modality for reflection and understanding that the way we see the world is how we choose to see the world. There's a reality, and yes, sometimes that reality needs to come into connection with how we want to be in the world. Breath. Getting back to that mental clarity situation, because again, I'm lacking some swords over here, darling. This is coming to fruition, but you're not telling me how you're integrating it yet. And it's making me a little nervous because we're on the last card, babe. Okay. Wheel of Fortune for Can-Seer. Can I get that clarified? Can I get a few swords? Ugh. Magician in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. All right. So, ugh. Where are we at? Okay. The Magician in reverse would suggest black magic. Now, my little darling magicians, this doesn't always mean that you're the one doing the black magic, but I feel like somewhere in your healing here, you're going to discover where that's been put. And it might throw you for a loop, because you got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, and now this is going to throw you for a loop. But it's going to bring in some choices. Okay. So, again, something in your intuition here is telling you to walk away from this subconscious negative pattern here. You got the Moon in reverse with the Father of Cups in reverse, son of a monkey's butt nugget. Okay. Mother of Cups in the upright and the Father in reverse. And then you have the Daughter of Cups in reverse, okay? With the Moon in reverse. So something on your subconscious level here is trying to bubble up. And for whatever reason, you're not letting it, or something from your past is not letting it bubble up here. You can see where this is coming to your desires not wanting to take root in anything here, and it's bringing you to an enlightenment moment. But the Wheel of Fortune is not going to let this cycle be complete until you come to an understanding of healing with the Star card here, being with yourself and keeping your flame, and understanding what it means to feel this energy with the having someone else inflict their belief structures, their ideas, and force you into things that you never asked for, didn't want, blah, 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 blah. So you're going to come to an understanding of how that works on a wheel aspect of things. And it's somewhere back in here, darling. It's somewhere in the nostalgia realm. Give those words a second look. Because it's deep. It's in there. It's just going to take you a little bit more time to come back into that natural state of flow in your high priestess here. So you're in it. It's not coming forward in a way that's mentally clear for you. And with this Scorpio eclipse, full moon, something is being hidden. Something is hidden here, and it just needs to come to light for you. Because again, you're an emperor. Look at the sun. Okay? I was like, and then look at the Wheel of Fortune here. This little guy right here. Okay, so it looks like a full moon eclipsing a light here. So this is going to come to a fruition here. So just relax. Get into some breath work. I don't care if it's yoga, just focusing on your breathing, focusing on a candle flame while you breathe all the way to the bottom of the belly. Forget that whole but I'm going to look fat and no, who the hell cares? Your mental clarity is going to get you so much further than a flat tummy, okay? Pinky freaking swear. Okay? So understand that you are just going through a natural process here, and it's just going to have to come to fruition how it needs to, because you do have all the tools you need. You just have to regain some ground here. And that's some serious self-care. And if Cancers know anything about care, it's how to give it in the correct dose. It's just being that beautiful wellspring for yourself here. Oh, geez. All right. Cannabis and ayahuasca. Dango, dango, dango. Okay, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just reading cards for entertainment purposes. If you need any medical assistance, please seek out a professional. Love you. Okay, 31. Kind of feel like a jerk for advertising this. I don't even partake myself. Oh, detachment. Dun, dun, dun. It's okay, Cancerians. Deep breaths. Detachment, deep contemplation, freedom from pain body, inner calm, and immunity. Cannabis is one of the oldest known psychotropic herbs. The first recorded use of cannabis is from 8000 BC in an ancient village in Taiwan, where indigenous groups used hemp fibers in their fabrics, pottery, rope, and even their shoes, not relying on animal skins or even silk for clothing. In 4000 BC, the Chinese village of Panpo, hemp was considered one of the 5 grains of China and thus a major food crop. In the Chinese Materia Medica from 2737 BC, hemp was recognized for its ability to treat over 100 medicinal issues, including gout, malaria, and rheumatism. The medical use of marijuana features heavily in Hindu religious texts. In the Vedas, for example, written between 2000 BC and 1400 BC, cannabis was considered a sacrament of Shiva, described as source of happiness, a joy giver, and a bringer of freedom that was compassionately given to humans by the gods to relieve them of anxiety and help them achieve delight as well as fearlessness. Cannabis's many uses fall mostly under Saturn and Neptune's rulership, with a strong Piscean undertone. Since it is musculoskeletal relaxant, an anti-inflammatory, and a pain reliever, it is a great ally for those seeking to soften the rough edges of Saturn's impact. It is mood-enhancing, anti-anxiety, anti-inflammatory, and psychotropic properties belong to the realms of Neptune and therefore Pisces. Guidance. Saturn is said to be the lord of time and space, the lord of karma. Although often called the great malefic, Saturn is much more than we experience in the third-dimensional reality. The space-time continuum is a system that encompasses third-dimensional reality as we know it. It is said to be ruled by Saturn, yet the transcendence of this reality is freedom from Saturn, depicted by its polarity, Neptune. When the angels of time and space are respected, Saturn, they also bless us with freedom and the ability to transcend, Neptune, the cycles of the pain body. If you feel restless, anxious, trapped in your own body, or have trouble sleeping, cannabis is here to remind you to cultivate your inner calm. Breathe deeply. Go for a walk in nature. Immerse yourself in meditation, take naps, and creatively cultivate practices that soften the unsettled aspects of your being. Don't succumb to quick fix solutions when it comes to decompressing, as it often leads to self-neglect and disassociation. Tune deeply into the energetics of this ancient ally and learn to transcend the cycles of self-induced pain. Oops. Okay, 50. Moving on. Ayahuasca. I'm going to put it upright. You did get it in reverse. Love you. Let's go. Rebirth. Ta-da! Mastery, great revelation, discovery of higher self, meeting with the creatrix, divine messenger, gifts from spirit, realization, telepathy, transcendence, and the reverse is disbelief in unseen forces, loss of identity, resistance to change, stuck in old patterning, unable to see beyond your experience, shattering of ideals and desire. Ooh, okay, Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune. What a freaking combo. Ayahuasca is used in ancient ceremonial blue to native to the Amazon, used in sacred spiritual medicine among many indigenous peoples within South America. In Quechua, Aya means soul or spirit, and ayahuasca means vine. Ayahuasca is primarily made of two key plants. Oh, geez. The Banisteropsis capi vine and the Psychotroa videris, also known as chacrana, along with other ingredients which vary depending on the medicine maker or the curandero. The ancient ayahuasca brew is traditionally prepared for curing ills, divination, and as a diagnostic tool for healing others. It's served by a shaman as sacred songs and dances are performed to honor and invoke the spirits. The brew induces a profound visionary state, igniting supernatural abilities such as vivid communication with ancestors, relationship with interdimensional beings, the ability to see the future, and more. Amazonian folk healers have used ayahuasca primarily to rejuvenate the body and soul, as well as to purge the body of accumulated toxicity as a cellular, gastrointestinal, and psycho-emotional cleanser. Scientific studies show that ayahuasca may benefit those dealing with depression and PTSD. Shamans connect transdimensionally to the supernatural world, the spirits of nature, and the universe. Receiving key information about the universe and specific instructions on how to heal individuals, true shamans are mystics, healers, and divine messengers. They enter portals and fulfill tasks and duties beyond our third-dimensional understanding. Ayahuasca is regarded as a master plant by the shamans and used as a primary medium along with other herbs and herbal practices that assist in the process of purification and receiving supernatural skills that allow them to channel divine energy. Since ayahuasca is composed of two sacred plants, each one archetypically contributes to the essence to create its perfected elixir. Banisteropsis is Neptune, is the fertile ground that holds the vision, and Charana is Pluto, the cathartic experience that broadcasts the visionary state and the profound wisdom gained as Jupiter's blessings. You are mastering the power of awareness when aligned to a higher power. Ayahuasca spirit is here to support your ascension, drawing upon ancient wisdom embodied in your DNA and the earth. Allow yourself to be shattered as you travel through the cosmic womb. Ayahuasca catalyzes purification through the cathartic release of the known, only to reveal undiscovered terrain within your soul. You are one with the magnetic brilliance of Source, the intelligence that orchestrates the great mystery. Feeling lost in the labyrinth only comes when a loss of intentionality or respect happens. Offer your greatest intentions, sacrifice your needs, Enter into the void without expectations and allow yourself to be consumed by the oceanic consciousness. Remember, dear one, that you are to heal the world. You must first heal yourself. You are the source of love. Okay, Cancerians. Now, I'm not recommending you do any of this, but you can tap into the energetics of the plant by just looking at it. And this scorpionic moon and eclipse will definitely help you assist in letting things fall away that no longer are serving you. Pluto is the planet of like death and rebirth. People always leave out the rebirthing process because we're so fixated on being scared and fearful all the time that like a lot of times even people who are supposed to be guiding us are going to spit out the fear mongering in a way that creates anxiety, because that's just how we're trained to produce things in the false light, right? So stepping into that empowerment of understanding that yes, some things are going to be shaken and rattled, but it's because you didn't voluntarily let those things go that they are going to now be taken. Okay, so if you can volunteer as tribute here and just let fall away with grace and gratitude, things will come into alignment in a more peaceful and sovereign way here. So understanding that stepping into that fear paradigm is going to keep you stuck even further. So if you're listening to things, paying attention to things that are fear-driven, you're going to step into that fear mode rather than activating this little lovely to help you, transcend and evolve, okay? So again, if someone's telling you to be scared, you're going to step into that. So step away from that modality. And this is not just like the news media. There's a plenty of people in the spiritual community that want you in fear, so you keep coming back. So you need to remember that if they're not empowering you, there's something else going on that you need to take a look at. Okay? And if you're attracting that, again, it's coming from the subconscious. Where do you need to weed that out? Where do you need to uproot it? Da-da-da. Okay. All right, my beautiful little witches. You have a beautiful rest of the week. I'm probably not going to see you again for probably a good, I don't know how long. Okay, I need to take a break. Okay? Until next time, keep your flame.